Welcome back. It will bring some cheer on the faces of the ministers as Finance Minister Dayanand Narvekar yesterday announced allocation of funds to departments which had approached his ministry for additional funds.
So altogether, contribution of my finance department to the state exchequer is around 80 crores for last 8 months over the previous financial year of 2006 and 2007. Almost all department whoever has asked, I am making money to give it back to them. So that is why my health minister is also happy with me. Churchill is also, I want to make everybody happy. Initially there was some report saying that Mr. Narvekar is a little strict person. I am not a strict person as far as dispersal of money is concerned.
Briefing media persons, Finance Minister Dayanand Narvekar said, keeping in view good revenue collection by the state, Planning Commission had released additional funds for Goa.
We are getting additional central assistance of about 25 crores because of buoyancy in revenue collection of the state of Goa, which has to be spent by the government by 31st/3/2008.
Mr. Narvekar also disclosed that additional funds would also be allotted to various IT initiatives taken by the state.
Due to various initiatives in IT building infrastructure and capacity building, the central government has assured an assistance of about 30 crores, which is also an additional fund which will come to the state government.
He disclosed how the additional funds were generated by his department.
In last 8 months and basically in last 6 months, I am actually completing around 6 months at the end of another week. So whatever measures we have done as far as financial plugging of loopholes, financial evaluation, going and trying to get more revenue. Now it is very clear that we got around 70 crore rupees in addition to last year's budget 2006 to 2007.
The Finance Minister voiced his satisfaction with the generation of revenue by Excise Department.
Abolished custom duty to a very large extent on Indian-made foreign liquors like Black Label and Chivas Regal and all other Scotch whisky. Now we have tapped that resource.
Mr. Narvekar increased the excise on Indian-made foreign liquor brands.
Around 500 rupees and above, they will have to pay more than 100 rupees per bottle depending on the proof liter. So we are expecting about 100 to 150 rupees increase per bottle. And the gazette notification is also issued. The imported brands which are coming into Goa has also now been brought under the branding system of the Goa government where we are getting additional revenue.
Even IT products would be dearer now with the imposition of higher taxes.
We have also increased another loophole which was there. For example, IT products. Now computer printers, decimal machine, automatic typewriter, personal computer, scanner, digital video, microphones, MP3 player, information technology system, cellular phone, like the LCD panel, projector. There was no duty on this. There was no tax on this. Now we just started putting 0.25% to know what money we can get from this product.
Rotarians yesterday claimed that with the exception of 4 countries including India, polio has been eradicated. President of Rotary Institute, Wilfred J. Wilkinson, made this disclosure at a press conference yesterday and said it was their largest project ever undertaken by an NGO and funded by Rotary Foundation to provide a polio-free world.
The main success was that the state governments then included red measles in the regular immunization. So now that red measles is virtually eliminated from most of India, the other states carried on afterwards. But at that time, there wasn't. there was no no government-sponsored red measles program. So what happened in that program was that the Rotarians in Canada, we provided the money with some help from the Canadian government and more help from the Rotary Foundation, and particularly our 3H program, our Health, Hunger, and Humanity program of the Rotary Foundation. They provided the money to buy the vaccine. But the people who made the big difference were the local Rotarians. Because in order to do red measles, it's not like polio where you put drops in the mouths of children. Red measles, you have to have a syringe, and you have to give every child before they could be vaccinated had to have a small medical. And it was the Rotarians, the doctors that were Rotarians in southern India that spent hours every.
He also explained how they are trying to eradicate polio in the 4 countries.
Over the years, since the polio campaign started in 1985, over 2 billion children have been immunized, have been given those drops. Now that was a partnership between the World Health Organization, between UNICEF and the Center for Disease Control, and all the governments in the world. Okay? I shouldn't say all the governments, but most of the governments in the world who agreed to have this as part of their immunization. The goal is to eliminate this disease the same way as smallpox was eliminated. So that no longer will we have to vaccinate for smallpox, no longer will we have to provide a vaccine.
Wilkinson disclosed that most of South India is close to being polio-free, as there was just 1 case of polio in Bangalore reported last year.
Personally, India is one of 4 countries that remains polio endemic. The other 3 were Nigeria, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. Those are the 4. All of southern India is polio-free, or has been polio-free, until very recently. Very recently we had 1 case of polio up in Bangalore. But it just proves how insidious this disease is. The case in Bangalore was transmitted there by someone who came from UP with the family and gave it to a child in Bangalore. So as a result, this Sunday in Bangalore and region, we have a whole National Immunization Day going, or Sub-National Immunization Day.
He also chalked out their main objective.
Is to do all these things in order to bring peace to the world. And that's why over the years we've sent over 34,000 ambassadorial scholars out to study in their foreign countries. It's why we spent thousands and thousands of young business and professional women to a foreign country to share their profession, share their business expertise, and to learn of business of another foreign country. That's why we have this year over 7,000 youth exchange students, young high school students, going